Hello. Sorry, I was muted and I didn't even realize. But hello. Sorry that YouTube had you guys thinking that it was going to be 2026 instead of 2025. I don't know. It's really silly. But anyways, thank you for coming by. I kind of just wanted to talk for a little bit. You know, just chat about things. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day or night, depending on what time zone you're in. In my time zone, it's 9 p.m. I'm in EST, so it's kind of late for me. I really do have to stop playing Animal Crossing when it's nighttime because I end up not being able to do half of the things that I want to do in Animal Crossing. After I'm done, talking your ear off, so to speak. Let me turn this down a little bit, actually. Once I'm done talking your ear off, so to speak, I'm going to play Animal Crossing Wild World. I'll probably adjust the name of the stream after it ends so that it actually reflects that, I also played Wild World. Because Animal Crossing is a daily game, and it's going to be kind of hard to do daily Animal Crossing things unless I start every stream with Animal Crossing and then start another game, which I could possibly do. I wouldn't mind doing that. But I don't know. It really depends. Depends on how things are gonna go. I have quite a few things planned because I've been looking over the responses for the feedback survey. Excuse me. I'm looking over the things that I can do relatively soon. And thinking about the things that I can do, but they're not going to be soon. Which is a lot of things. I have a lot of things planned, but I can't really do them ASAP. Now, I know you may be thinking, well, I mean, isn't this your channel? You could do whatever you want. Yes, technically that is true. But I still have to, take into account quite a few factors, right? So, yeah. To use my brain power. Which, by the way, I don't have much of. My brain is relatively small. I'm joking. Maybe. I'm actually sketching right now. While I yap to you guys. It's one of my favorite things to do. Is just, start up stream, have you guys to talk to, and then just draw things. I'm actually drawing myself for once. Well, actually, I'm sketching a few things. I'm drawing myself, and I'm drawing some other characters. Some characters I feel like we don't really see a lot. But mostly myself. Because I don't draw myself nearly as much as I really should. I started this channel off by drawing every single one of my thumbnails. I did the art for all of them. But nowadays, I don't really do that as much. That's kind of unfortunate. I need to devote more time to drawing myself for the thumbnails. Because IMO, those are like the best looking thumbnails. I get tired of using my 3D model over and over again, you know? Especially considering that my 3D model is getting an update soon. I'm going to finish updating it on stream with you guys. Anyways, it's gonna be fun. The time on that's probably going to change. It really depends on how much free time I have that day and what I'm going to be doing that day. Because I actually don't know what I'm going to be doing that day. But I had to set that date sometime in the future. Because I definitely don't want to do that and do a talking stream. Because it's basically a talking stream with me doing Vroid stuff in the background. So it'd be kind of redundant to do 2 talking streams at once. That just sounds pretty silly anyways. Talking while I'm talking. On top of talking. I don't think other parts of the world have this problem, but I know that you here in the US, time zone changes. The time zone technically changes. It's not like a humongous change, but it changes from standard time to savings time. And it bothers me so much that the sun doesn't set until like 8 p.m. nowadays. It's so crazy to me. Sorry for the yawns. I'm just a little eepy. Let me see here. I have to turn down the music just a little bit more. There we go. I also need to not have my microphone directly in front of me because it kind of sounds like I'm devouring my microphone. I'm not devouring my microphone, I promise. Whew. I am yawning though. Lots of yawns. I do be just a little bit eepy. Just eepy. Oh, there it went again. I'm so sorry. I would say it's because I'm tired, but to be fair, I'm like always tired. Very few instances is it where I'm not tired. How do I say eepy without getting embarrassed? Well, I think it's just because I say it so much. I say it to like my friends who have brain rot. I say eepy to them, and I just kind of got used to it, I guess. There are some words I can't say without it being cringe. Like, I have to think of it. My cringe tolerance is extremely low, if that makes sense. Like, it's really hard to make me cringe. So if I cringe, then you know something's actually pretty cringe. I also see the word eepy in memes a lot, so that probably helps as to why I'm not embarrassed saying it. Thanks for popping in, by the way. I haven't seen you in chat before, so I do appreciate that you decided to show up. And I'm sorry, your first impression of me is probably me saying the word EP. But to be fair, I'm pretty cringe, and that's okay. Well, only sometimes. Only sometimes. Not always cringe. I'm kind of just rambling while I'm drawing. I'm drawing in the background on my tablet. Yeah, sometimes you just wander around the internet and you randomly stumble upon a VTuber who's talking to herself in front of a microphone while drawing in the background. It just happens, you know? I stumbled across some of the most amazing things while browsing YouTube. Like yesterday, I stumbled upon this video that had no title, and when I clicked on it, it was just a blank video for 30 minutes, and at the end it was a screamer. It's like, YouTube, why are you recommending me this? I don't know. I don't normally look for screamer content. I do, okay, well, maybe YouTube recommended me that because they know that I have horror ARG stuff on my channel. Maybe that's why. I don't know. YouTube is just a very strange place, and the YouTube algorithm just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I don't really have this problem because I use ad blocker on like everything I own, but people have been saying that ads have been getting a lot stranger as well, not just on YouTube, but like all over the internet, and that's a bit concerning. Gladly, oh, fortunately, oh my god, I just smacked my water bottle. Yeah. Anyways, I don't have that problem, thankfully. I have an Android phone, so I can, use a lot of extra stuff to prevent myself from seeing these unwanted ads and interacting with unwanted content. I know that people who have Apple phones don't really have that freedom and stuff like that, and I'm so sorry for you guys. But I can say the YouTube algorithm to do one thing good, and that's put me in your feed. So, thank you, YouTube. Thanks for that. I always enjoy chatting with new people. You got a MLB anime ad? Wow. Man, okay, see, now there's some cool ads, but I'm never going to see the cool ads because I just block them all. That's crazy, by the way. Putting me in the algorithm, me of all people. Oh my gosh. Thank you, though, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Most generous. I will continue to pay my bills. YouTube, thank you. Yes. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Also, yeah, Android. Yippee. Android's awesome. We love Android. Mostly because I love saving money. Yeah, I have my contact lenses in today. No glasses. No glasses. Contact lenses only. Wait, Android gang? Oh, yes, Android. Let's go. Yay. I do feel really bad for Apple users, though. You guys kind of just get the blunt end of the stick a lot, and I feel really bad for you guys. You really do deserve a lot better. You trade freedom for security, and that's not good. No good. You deserve better from your phone providers. Oh, wait, you have an iPad but have an Android phone? That's actually pretty good. I've heard that iPads are generally really good for like art purposes and stuff like that, but I use an Android tablet. I've heard Procreate is super easy to use, but I've never used it. Can any Procreate users confirm? I have to specify the art app. Not, because I have an automatic mod installed and I have a filter, and I've never, no, I haven't procreated. I've never procreated. I am not a procreation person. I get some very funny and strange comments that go through the automatic filter. Someday I'm gonna do a stream where I read all of the silly stuff that got filtered. Most of it is spam, like Bitcoin stuff, but occasionally, here and there, there's some very questionable comments. George Washington was a real one for that quote. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say get. I manually keep all of my filtered comments and stuff for moderation purposes. I like to be educated on what the filters are going to be trained with, if you know what I mean. Because the way that YouTube's automatic filters get better at filtering comments is by being fed spam comments, hate comments, stuff like that, that would normally be offensive, etc., etc. So YouTube gets fed with those, and I like to see what is going into YouTube's feed. I don't have an official like YouTube partner lawyer guy yet, like a lot of big creators do, but I do know that at some point I do want to have one with the official YouTube team, so I can be like, hey, I noticed this big thing with YouTube that's wrong. Can you please help me? George Washington was a real one. I forget which president it was. I'm a bad American. I don't know a lot about American history. Oh no. But I forget which one it was. But he had like fake dentures. And it was hard for him to smile, and that's why he looks that way on the dollar bill. I forget which president it was. Dream girlfriend? Okay, so I could understand why you'd be confused. Dream Girlfriend is a mobile game where you get to basically customize a character. I made my OCs in it, and it was kind of just like, for a while, that's what made my channel what it was, but I stopped doing it because I stopped having fun with the game. Nowadays, if I want to do stuff with my OCs, I just draw them myself. It takes longer to do that, and my OCs don't get nearly as much attention as my non-OC drawings and my non-OC content. But it's a lot more fun and fulfilling to not make my OCs in a dress-up app than to actually, do it myself. Her dream girlfriend is the OG dress-up darling. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Dream Girlfriend was around before Dress Up Darling. Dream Girlfriend was there for me when I didn't have Dress Up Darling. Can I get an amen? Dream Girlfriend loved me when I was nothing. It was just sure. I know what you're quoting. That's from Shark Tale. That movie is so silly. I recently watched it again. Well, by recently I mean like a year ago. I watched it again, and oh my god, that movie is. It's like in a so bad it's good territory. You don't have to be nice. To be fair, I value honesty over like everything else. So you don't have to be nice. If it's too embarrassing for you to say nice things, just be like tsundere. It's fine. You think so? I thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. There was at some point where I thought that I was pretty annoying. And, I still don't think the best of myself, but I am getting a lot better at liking myself. And that's all you can really ask for. I bet you have lovely voices as well. Each voice is unique in its own way. It's always really hard to learn to like your own voice, though. You think so? You think the insecurity adds character? Well, that's very nice of you to say. I would agree. Oh. See, that's a very unique take. I've never heard anyone actually say that before. It's high pitched enough to be cute, but not too much to be annoying. That's great. Thank you. That's a very good compliment. I'm going to be thinking about that. I'm taking that compliment and I'm putting it in the gigantic shelf in my brain that has all of the compliments I've ever received. I'm joking, But thank you. I could always make my voice annoying. I am framing it, yeah. I'm going to put your compliment in a frame on my wall. It's actually... I haven't gotten a lot of it, but the what fan art I have gotten so far, Callie Calipsarian, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name, I'm so sorry. They drew art for me, and I put it in my thumbnail. Way back when. It was a while ago now that I put it in my thumbnail. But it's still so cute. I love it so much. I appreciate every single piece of fan stuff that I got. It's amazing. I love it so much. One day, I'm going to buy a printer and I'm going to print out every single bit of fan art that I get, and I'm going to make a collage of it. That, or I'm going to make like a blanket that has like all of the photos and stuff on it of my fan art, and I'm going to sleep under it. I just really like, fans. The fan art is in, hold on, let me dive through all of my streams now, because I have so many now. I have 106 videos, so let me see. It was the Pokemon Crystal Legacy. I ran out of creative names for this one. That stream. Let me see if I can actually link my own stuff in YouTube, because YouTube blocks links sometimes. Don't talk so badly of your own drawings. I bet your paintings are lovely. And I would love to see it. Okay, yeah. YouTube didn't censor my link. It was this one. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, the hair is amazing. I love it. It's so cute. I will treasure every bit of fan art I ever get. That's, you know, actually something I really appreciate was the smile. And a big reason why I'm going to be updating my model on stream is because I want to have the model more closely reflect my art style, because when I draw things, I usually make the pupils like super small, the eyes are kind of like bigger, and then the smile is really like, the mouth is large, right? And I really appreciate that in their art. Their teeth, it's like, I want to say it leans more on the horror aspect, and that's really good. I like it a lot. And for anyone that isn't a big fan of the horror stuff I do, but you do like, you know, to hear my voice, or you do like to see the cuter games and stuff that I play, I don't always do horror ARG stuff. I don't do that all the time. And if you want to avoid it, it's safe to avoid. Like, I always tag those videos in a certain way. I always put, like, if there's a jump scare or anything in a game, I will always be like, hey, there's gonna be a jump scare here. You can leave now. I know it's impossible to please every single one of you all the time, but I will still try my best. Yes, I love Fire Emblem Engage so much. Oh, actually, oh no, let me not actually go on a I could go on for like an hour or two talking about how much I love Fire Emblem Engage. Actually, would you guys like to see a video of me talking about how much I like Fire Emblem Engage and why I like Fire Emblem Engage? Because there's a lot to like about it. I would have to make it cohesive. Maybe like script it, but you know, I could still do it. It is super cute. My favorite character happens to be Eddie. Wait, there was another video about how much I love Fire Emblem Engage. Did I talk about how much I love Fire Emblem Engage in a previous Fire Emblem Heroes stream? I mean, I probably did. I kind of forget what I talk about on stream. So, I wouldn't be surprised if I actually did go on a, like, 1 hour tirade about it. Oh, okay. Okay! Awesome! I've been waiting for so long for someone to be like, make a video about this thing that everyone else thinks is cringe, but I like. I'll do it. Absolutely. Fire Emblem 8 is also a really good game. Sacred Stones really does deserve a lot more, what's the word for it? Recognition, I guess? But it kind of gets a lot already. So, it's fair, yeah. My favorite character from Sacred Stones is La Rochelle. She's so cute. I love her so much. My second favorite character, that's kind of hard. I think Tana. Yes. I love Mika Picasso's art. It's so, so, so good. I love the bright colors. I love the character designs, the way she makes eyes and stuff, especially. It's so good. It's so good. Mika Picasso's art is so good. One of the reasons why I like Bay so much, Hako's Bales, one of the reasons I like her so much is because her artist, the one who made her model, is Mika Picasso. It's just, mwah, it's so good. Yes, I have my contacts in today. Thank you for noticing. My eyesight's terrible. Yes, I did see the Mika Picasso Disney collab. I'm not gonna lie, I've never really been someone who's wanted to go to Disney, but when I seen Mika Picasso drawing Disney art, I'm like, I have to go now. I want to go. Ugh, I have to. That was so cringe, but you know what? I really don't care. Ooh. Actually, I've been meaning to play more ROM hacks. The only ones I played so far are like Pokemon ROM hacks. Hi! Oh my god, we were just talking about your art for my thumbnail and how good your art is. Thank you, by the way, for your art. I love your art. Thank you so much, Callie. Your art is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And also thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I was talking about them earlier. I did watch the Minecraft movie. Okay, so this is gonna sound kind of weird. But I watched it and I enjoyed it. I watched it with friends. I had a really fun time with the movie. When I went, there weren't a lot of kids there. So I didn't hear chicken jockey like 5 times like I hear everyone else doing. But there were a lot of snickering and there was a lot of cheering. So it's kind of hard for me to tell if everyone else liked the movie too, or I don't know. Was it just a case of this movie was so bad it was good, or was it actually good? I don't know. I can't tell. I enjoyed it though. I thought it was quite enjoyable. My favorite thing about the movie was seeing the mobs in such detail. That was actually my favorite part of the movie. Oh, and the very last part where the principal, I forgot her name, and I also forgot the name of the person who acts as her, but that part of the movie where she proposed to the villager, or the villager proposed to her, or vice versa, and the villager spoke actual English. It was so funny. I loved it so much. It was funny. I think for me, the movie is like, I have such mixed feelings. If I had to rate it, it'd be like a 7. Yes, good luck on your tests. I hope you do well. You could do it. I'm rooting for you. You could do anything you put your mind to. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You don't have to, but I am really glad that you like what I do and you like me rambling. Yeah, 7 is a pretty high score, yeah. That's true. Like, I think I've seen other people give it a 6.5. And I don't know. I enjoyed it, I definitely think it could have been better, though. There were definitely quite a few things that I was like, huh? But overall, I think it was good. Reading my comments, very concerning. Not a big fan of how every movie company needs to have live action stuff right now. I would much rather Lilo and Stitch not be live action. But I will say, I have seen trailers for the Lilo and Stitch live action because when I went to see the Minecraft movie, that was one of the trailers that was playing before it. And, you know, because like in theaters, they play like the stuff before it. I did see the trailer for that. And Stitch does have the exact same voice that he would in the cartoon, and I do appreciate that. I appreciate it so much. You know, I was thinking about that. Does this mean that we're going to get more like art, more fandom stuff for the other characters from Lilo and Stitch? Like the shark guy, Gonta, I think is his name, and then Pleakley, the alien dude. Does that mean we're gonna get more like art of them and stuff? Yeah. The newer Mario movie, the one by Illumination, I think is the company. I think I liked it. I think it was pretty cute. I definitely think it could have been better. I think it's kind of in the same alley as the Minecraft movie was for me. I definitely think it could have been better, but I kind of just also feel like the Mario movie was safe. They played it very safe. They played it a little bit too safe, I feel like. I definitely think they could have done more. I think I gave the Mario movie, like the newer one, I gave it like a 7.5. And then, you know, Minecraft is a 7. So technically, but that's not here nor there. They made Pleakley a human? No. I hate it. I hate it. Destroy it. It's bad. Take it out. Destroy it. Oh yeah, that one. I haven't seen it, so I can't really give my 2 cents on it. I've seen, like, out of context stuff about it. Ooh, actually, you know what? You gave me a great idea. I should do that movie as a watch-along. Because I do want to start doing movie watch-alongs with you guys. Fairly soon. We're gonna watch the Mario movie. It's the Mario Brothers. The plumbers of the game. Do the Mario, shake your arms from side to side. Five Nights at Freddy's? I'm this is gonna sound cringe and weird, okay? I'm really excited for FNAF 2. I really liked the first FNAF movie. It was so good. I thought it was anyways. I liked it a lot. Do the Mario, shake your arms from side to side. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Sorry. Yes. But to avoid copyright, my portion of the video won't be shown. Like, I won't be showing you the movie that I'm watching. You'll have to pull the movie up on your own and watch it alongside me, if that makes sense. You know, gotta avoid copyright. As much as I possibly can. You have Mario DVDs? I'm kind of jealous. I'm not gonna lie. Something that I, like, super appreciate now that I'm older, that I didn't really appreciate when I was younger, is having DVDs and stuff of shows that I like. When I was younger, I was just like, that's so boring, that's so lame, why would I care about DVDs? But nowadays, I just kind of spend some of my free time scourging the internet, looking for old shows that I liked on DVD, and hoping they're not super pricey. Same with VHS tapes. I look for a lot of VHS tapes. Like, I'm currently searching on eBay for this old Pokemon tape that I used to watch a lot when I was younger. Like, I watched it so much, the film would come out of the tape. That, and I'm still looking for a VHS player. I need them so badly. I need my retro technology. I need it. Because eventually, what I want to start doing is I want to start doing like retro technology reviews and stuff, and just like reviews of things in general. But that requires me to actually have these things, and I have to purchase them. But a lot of old stuff now, unfortunately, and maybe the tariff problem is going to make it even worse for me. But I really, really need to buy these tapes. I need these VHSs. No, it wasn't the Pikachu, but it was Pokemon. I think it was the episode where Ash had a gun. No, it wasn't that episode. It was the one with Koga. It was the one with Ash getting the Koga Gym badge. And then the other one was the one with the Sabrina. Maybe if I used the Discord a lot, that'd be a thing, but I don't really use Discord that often. For better or for worse. Because a lot of people ask me, do you have a Discord? Are we using Discord? And it's like, no, not really. I post, like, 3 things every month. And then that's it. I don't really have it installed. The Ponyta race is awesome. I love that episode. I think it was really cute to see Ash earn the trust of a Ponyta, because realistically, Ponytas burn anyone who they don't trust. That was super cute. I liked it a lot. That on the top of the fact that I like horses. Horses are funny and cute. I especially love that one meme where it's like a horse from a certain angle. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm looking for CRT with a DVD player so I can watch a lot of the older stuff. But they're so expensive. My Goodwill that's near me also doesn't have any of that stuff. It has old CD players like for music, but it doesn't have DVDs and stuff. Horse are learning. Haunts. I don't know. They're just funny animals. Actually, animals are just funny. I really like animals. They're just silly. Nature is so funny. Don't you just love nature? My Little Pony? My Little Pony mention? I like My Little Pony. I was in denial about it for a while. I was like, I don't know. People are gonna think I'm weird and cringe for liking My Little Pony, but I also don't bring up My Little Pony that often in stream. Unless something is My Little Pony related. Or if someone asks me to name a pony, or like a pony-ish thing after a My Little Pony, then I'll bring it up. But yeah, I like My Little Pony. It's a good show. What can I say? Generation 5, not so much, but I still think quite a lot of the characters from it are good. I just feel like it's not for my age demographic in any way, shape, or form. Not in any way. Like, I feel like it's for maybe 10, 11, 12 year olds. It's not a bad thing per se, but yeah. It's perfectly fine to not like the newer Pokemon games. I can't really blame you for that. Um, they kind of just don't feel like they used to, and I don't mean that to be rude to anyone who is like really excited about Pokemon Legends ZA, because you know there are quite a lot of people who are, but they're just not, they don't have the soul, I guess, is the best way to put it. They don't have the soul. My favorite Pokemon games are Generation 5, so yeah. Take that what you will. Make your judgments there. Rarity's your favorite? That's so shocking. Most people say their favorites are like, Twilight or Rainbow Dash or Fluttershy. Yeah, that's fine. I'm never gonna blame you for not liking My Little Pony. If someone doesn't like My Little Pony, that's absolutely fine. All you gotta know, it's colorful little horses. And they're cute. And they have magical powers. And the show is oddly, like, deep for some reason. I seen it when I was younger, and I don't know, something about it just rubbed off on me, and I just liked it ever since. It's just nice, I guess. Good show. Very good show. I get that feeling as well. I get that it's kind of about the money sometimes. But then I remember that Pokemon games realistically haven't changed all that much. Because especially now that I've been replaying every single Pokemon game on my channel via streams, which is an amazing thing to say, but I now just realize that the Pokemon games just aren't different than they were a long time ago. And Game Freak as a company just hasn't changed all that much. You could argue that, they're not really any different. They're just, not doing things the same way. And to which I would say, give me more spin-offs. Thank you for stopping by. It's super late for me. It's like 10 p.m. for me. But I do appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you later. But I don't know. The newer Pokemon games don't appeal to me half as much. The last real Pokemon game I played that I enjoyed was Scarlet and Violet. And that's not even DLC and anything like that. I thought the plot twist in Scarlet and Violet was amazing. I liked it a lot. Spoilers for Scarlet and Violet. Avoid that if you don't want to have any spoilers for it. But in at the end of the game in Scarlet and Violet, it turns out that Arven's father, mother, whichever, is actually dead, and you fight a decoy that they sent into the future to prevent, the past Pokemon or the future Pokemon from ruining the present. And I was like, oh my god, what the heck? That's so cool. I'm so sorry. That's spoiler, sorry. Yeah, that was the latest game. I didn't play Legends Arceus, and I played Sword and Shield, but I didn't really like Sword and Shield all that much. Yeah, I'm sorry to Sword and Shield fans. I heard that the DLC for Sword and Shield made the game a bit better. Like, it fixed a lot of the problems that Sword and Shield had. But if you have to buy the DLC to make the game good, I just don't think that's a good game. But, you know, that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. I'm sure there's plenty of you who thought Sword and Shield was a great game. Like, I thought that the raids and stuff, like the battling the Gigantamax Pokemon, I thought that was fun. But I just didn't think that, you know, was the game like $60? I don't think Gigantamax being worth $60 was a good thing. You know? Yeah, I haven't played Legends Arceus, so I couldn't really say. I do plan to play every single mainline Pokemon game on the channel, so I'm gonna get there eventually. I will get to Legends Arceus eventually. I do know about quite a few of the characters from Legends Arceus, though. Like, I think Arizu is her name. The Sailor, or not Sailor Mars, oh my god. I'm thinking about Sailor Moon right now. Sorry. The Mars thing. The Team Galactic Mars, sorry. My brain is short-circuiting. Team Galactic Mars, Arizu, I think that's her name. It was her ancestor. She's really cute. I like her a lot. Gigantamax was Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet's gimmick is terrestrializing, which, in my opinion, terrestrializing as a gimmick is a lot better than Gigantamaxing, but I will say that a few of the Gigantamax forms are really, really cute. Like, I like Gigantamax Pikachu a lot. Aw, don't force yourself to stay if you can't. Yeah, oh, no. It's good, it's good. You think Mega Evolutions are peak gimmick? I wasn't a fan of them, simply because they give Mega Evolutions to Pokemon who probably didn't need it. Like, why does Mewtwo need a boost in attack? It doesn't. Why do legendaries need Mega Forms? For Pokemon like Lopunny, I could see that being the case. That's good. These are normal Pokemon that normally would just kind of fall into obscurity. So I could see them getting Megas, but legendaries, I think that's a bit much. Yeah, right, that's so crazy. Toby Fox also made music for Sword and Shield. I think Toby Fox's music in Sword and Shield was some of my favorite music there. I think the only good soundtracks in Sword and Shield were some of those. Toby Fox, bless his soul, an absolute genius of a composer. We love Toby Fox. My favorite Nintendo music? Ooh. That's a hard question to answer because, like, okay, Zelda music is amazing. Pokemon music is also most of the time amazing no matter what game it is. I think Sword and Shield was the only game where I didn't really enjoy a lot of the music. It was just kind of eh, you know, some of it was good. Some of it was amazing, and then quite a bit of it was just boring or okay. Mario music is also really, really good. I don't know. Nintendo never fails with the music, I feel like. Never. The music's almost always good. But if I had to choose favorite kind of Nintendo music, I definitely think that Animal Crossing music. is some of the best. Not New Horizons music, because New Horizons music sounds a bit generic for my tastes, but the older Animal Crossing games like New Leaf and back, it has a lot of the, the quirky instruments that Animal Crossing is known for. I love it so much. Like, I still listen to, like, 2 a.m. from Animal Crossing for the GameCube a lot. And this is going to sound kind of cringe, I'm not going to lie. But something that I really, really like to have on every single one of my browsers is this extension that plays Animal Crossing music for each hour that changes. So it'll play a new Animal Crossing New Leaf track for each hour. Just for an example, right now, if I had my browser open, it would be playing 10 p.m. And I love it so much. Animal Crossing music is so good. I also just really like Animal Crossing in general, so that's probably contributing. Past the extension? The Messenger? Yeah, The Messengers has a good soundtrack. Movie soundtracks are amazing, actually. Now that I'm thinking about soundtracks, those are really good too. There's quite a few movie soundtracks I like. Persona music. Yes, Persona music is amazing. We love Persona music. It's so good. The Animal Crossing extension, I believe, is just Animal Crossing music. If you search Animal Crossing, it depends on which browser you use, but I use Florp, which is a fork of Firefox that has a lot more privacy features and stuff. If you search in the Firefox add-on store in Firefox, it's just Animal Crossing music. And then Google Chrome or any Chromium-based browser, it's the same thing, because I also use stuff like Vivaldi. I use more than one browser. If you search Animal Crossing music or hourly Animal Crossing music, you might find that. You might find one. Yeah, no, I know the game, but I also just remembered there was a movie as well, and the movie also has good music, which they're two separate things, by the way. Mystic Messenger also has good music, which that's something that I've never actually played Mystic Messenger, but someone I used to know played Mystic Messenger, and they would send me music from it. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not playing this game because it's not my taste. I'm not into dating, like, boy dating sims, but yeah. Oh, thank you for joining us, Croc. I appreciate seeing you in stream. Another game that has really good music. That's hard because I listen to a lot of video game soundtracks, right? Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 has good music, especially if you like butt rock and stuff like that. Ooh, another series that has good music, but I'm not a big fan of the games per se, is Sonic. Sonic games are really hit or miss, like quite often, but I really love Sonic soundtracks. Sonic music is so good. I love Sonic music. Ooh, yeah, Devil Cream. Meh. DMC. I'm just gonna say DMC so I don't stumble my words. DMC music is amazing. DMC is so funny because the last game that we got from, the franchise was, I believe it was Devil May Cry, the one with Virgil in it. I never finished the game. I'm just going to be upfront and honest. I never finished the game, but the music that came from the game is so good. And it's kind of memey at this point. Like, everyone knows it, even if they haven't played the game. Kingdom Hearts. That's another one I was trying to think of. I also really like Kingdom Hearts music. Kingdom Hearts music is amazing. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let go. You're giving me too many things lately. You're all I need. Oh, you came to me and said, don't get me wrong, I love you, but does that mean I have to walk on water? When we're older, you'll understand what I meant when I said so. And maybe some things are that simple. Sorry, this isn't a karaoke stream. But I love Simple and Clean so much. And Sanctuary. Sanctuary is amazing. Oh my god, that song lives rent free in my head. MGR has amazing music as well. There will be blood shed. This may be a hot take, I guess. But MGR is specifically Metal Gear Rising. But just Metal Gear in general has amazing music. Metal Gear, oh my god, Metal Gear is such an amazing series. It's beautiful. But MGR specifically has some of my favorite music in video games, period. It also has Raiden, which... Yeah. Raiden good. That and Revengeance. Unironically, I think Revengeance is good. I just like games that have Raiden in them. Raiden's awesome. He's so cool. Need for Speed Underground's music is good too, yeah. Need for Speed is really known for its music, so, I would hope that the soundtrack is good. You can't have a good racing game without having good music. Yeah, no. Okay, anime music is a whole category on its own. The One Piece music, so beautiful. Post-skip One Piece music is even better. I know that you're not at post-skip music yet, but when you get there, it's so good. Post-skip One Piece music, oh my god. It's amazing. And nothing beats the Alabasta arc in my eyes, but man, it's good. Super good. Anime Neguchi is amazing too. For a while, when I was a teenager, Anime Neguchi was my favorite band. As I gotten older though, my favorite band nowadays would probably be like... Man, I don't even know. I'd have to think pretty hard about that, because my music taste has changed a lot. When I was younger, I mostly listened to like rock and then video game music, like background music, but nowadays I enjoy a lot more of a diverse palette of music. Like, nowadays I enjoy Bruno Mars. I also enjoy... So what are some other kind of relevant artists? I also enjoy, I can't really say it's the artist because some songs, Oh my god. I'm sorry to wake you up. Also, your name? L mention? L mention? Death Note mention? We love Death Note. L's theme in particular. Oh my, what is my favorite anime? That's kind of hard. It's really hard to say a favorite of things because I like a lot of things. My favorite anime right now is ReZero. Yeah, L Sleeper Agent. Death Note. One of the the One Piece is good too. I don't know. There's just a lot of good anime, particularly the older ones. But yeah, anime is good. I enjoy anime quite a lot. Anime music tends to be really good as well. Man, there's just so many good things. Why not just enjoy life? I like life. I like everything. I like everything in life. Life good. You give me thing I like thing. thing I like. Good thing good. Frieren. Oh my god, you mentioned Frieren. Oh no. Oh no. Frieren, I'm gonna cry. Freeren's a good anime. If you haven't watched Frieren, please watch Frieren. It's amazing. Frieren's amazing. I will say, I cried quite a bit watching Frieren. Not as much as I cried watching ReZero. I still cry a lot when I hear ReZero's like outros and intros, but whew, the Frieren's pretty close. The Frieren's intros and outros make me cry quite a bit. Yes, Clannad does too. Clannad made. Oh my, no. We don't talk about Clannad. On the karaoke stream, someone requested I sing the Dango song. Oh no, my god. I had to stop myself from bawling my eyes out. Because I love Clannad. I love just, I love key visual novels and stuff like that. As well as, just kind of visual novels in general. Oh no. Oh. I'm a crybaby, okay? I cry super easy. Yes, relax. It's okay. I promise I will try not to wake you up this time. I love Fern. I think Fern is my favorite character. Well, that's tough because I also like Frieren. But yeah, Fern's good. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring up Clannad. I'm so sorry. Man, your name in your lie in April. I almost said your name in April. Oh wow. But yeah, no, your lie in April's also another good one that makes me bawl my eyeballs out. We really bringing up the sadness in this conversation. But no, it's good. They're amazing. I think some of my favorite things make me cry. So yeah, exactly. Don't make me cry before I have to go to bed. Got me crying real tears at the club right now. I'll be busting it down on the dance floor to the Dongle song from Clannad. I'm just singing Dongle, Dongle, Daisosaku. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, my emotional stability. When the Key novel comes out, rest in peace, my emotional stability. Yeah. Even I'm glad you agree. I'm a crybaby, so I'm more prone to crying than I think most people would be, but it's validating to hear that, you know, at least you were sad by saddened. I don't want you to okay, let me rephrase. I don't want you to be sad by anything, but it's at least, you know, reassuring to know that it was pretty sad. And I'm not just a crybaby. I am, but that's an amazing idea. You can meet your wife. Chopin Ballad 1. If we're not playing Stay Alive from ReZero, not my wedding. I'm kidding. That's a joke. There's too many plot twists. I can't say just one. There's so many. And there's so many good ones too. The entirety of ReZero. There you go. The entirety of ReZero. Because ReZero is kind of just, you think this thing? No. Oh, okay. You think this thing? No. Oh. Okay. I guess. A Silent Voice. I think that was one of my favorite, like, plot twist things. Oh, and I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Oh my god. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is an entirely different beast. Oh no. You just reminded me. Oh no. Which, by the way, do not watch I Want to Eat Your Pancreas if you're not ready to cry your eyeballs out. If you're not ready to just absolutely break down, do not watch I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Rise of Shield Hero. Oh god. That's another one that's kind of hard to talk about. I'm so sorry. I had to break it up. I had to. It's so good. It's such a good movie, but it also makes me so depressed. I watched it with a very close person to me, and oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I bawled so hard. It's still one of my fondest memories. It's one of the best memories I have with them, is watching that movie. It's okay. What do I know about A Silent Voice? Well, I know quite a bit about A Silent Voice. More than I should. That movie makes me emotional. But to be fair, what doesn't make me emotional? I know what you mean. I've always wanted to be a VTuber, and I'm not a VTuber. Well, actually, that's not true. I am a VTuber now. Not a big VTuber, but you know what? I'm happy. I'm a happy VTuber. That's what I am. I'm a happy VTuber. And that's all that matters. I genuinely think I actually do want to make a video about this at some point because I've had quite a few people ask me about being a VTuber, and quite a bit of my friends in real life found out I was a VTuber recently, and they were like, "You're a VTuber? What the heck? That's so cool!" And to be honest, I wasn't expecting that reaction at all. I wasn't expecting them to be so welcoming and accepting. I hate being Southern. Oh my god. Anyways, they were so accepting of it, and I was so genuinely confused, but also relieved in a sense, because I was expecting them to be like, "Ooh, you're an anime girl on the internet? That's disgusting." But no, I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. I'm glad to have your support." It was kind of embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie, because they watched one of my streams, and I was like, "Oh no, they can hear my voice. They see my voice as an anime girl. Oh no, I'm gonna die." I kind of died inside a little bit, but I looked past the cringe that I felt from myself, and I was like, "Oh wait, this not that bad actually. I'm really happy to have them supporting me. That's nice." It was a huge relief. I don't know if she counts as a supervillain, but Ozen from MIA. Genuinely, I think that's one of the best, like, villains written, period. MIA is a very hard show to recommend, and it's very hard to recommend to my friends, but well, Ozen, she's perfect. I love her. She's great. We love well-written villains. We love it so much. I don't know if she technically counts as a supervillain or not, but yeah, she's great. Love her. We need more like her. Her design is also so good. Yeah, he's very inquisitive. He always asks me the hard-hitting questions. He makes me think very hard. My brain is on overdrive. You know, actually, I was going to play Animal Crossing Wild World, but, you know, the turnout to this stream was very good. Like, a lot of you guys came and talked, so it was very good. And I might not even have to play Wild World. I might still play Wild World and then continue to talk. But mostly just using it for the music right now, because Wild World's an amazing game. The lullaby music hits hard. He might be Kira. Hold on, guys. He might be Kira. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I? God, if you do fall asleep, good night. And I wish you sweet dreams. Yes, the lullaby music. The best thing. I remember when I had this game on my DS when I was younger, I would put it underneath my pillow with my headset plugged in, because if you close the DS but you have your headphones plugged in, the music will still play. And I would do that, and I would fall asleep to it. And now that I'm older, I still do the same thing. Except I don't have my headset. I have a smart speaker, and I'll play it out loud in my room. I do that when I'm cleaning. I use music for basically everything. I listen to music when I'm cleaning, when I'm doing the dishes, basically everything possible. Like if I'm working, like if I'm working, I'll put my earbuds in and I'll listen to music. Which Pokemon Center theme? The one from Pokemon Black and White is very soothing to me. The newer Pokemon Center themes aren't as soothing. They're more energetic, so they don't really put me to sleep. What are my thoughts on the Switch 2? Okay, well, I guess I'll explain it again, because my thoughts were kind of cut off the last time we were talking about it. So, the Switch 2... I have mixed feelings about it, right? Because on one hand, there's like the price point. I'm absolutely fine with the Switch being, the Switch 2 being like $450 or whatever it is. I think it's $450. That's fine. That's a understandable price point considering what the console is capable of. That's cool. What I'm not okay with is the fact that Nintendo going forward has increased the prices on games. Like $80 for Mario Kart is outrageous to me. And then it's $90 for the physical copy of the game. Now, say what you may about the price of video games, right? I am of the opinion that if the game is good, then it deserves to be a full price game. That is true. However, what I don't agree with is that video games should be half of your rent, right? Or video games are like your food budget. At least in my part of the United States. $90 is basically my groceries for a month. F even. Groceries used to be like $50 like a year ago, and now $90 does my groceries for a month, maybe, hopefully. So it's a bit, heartbreaking that I would have to sacrifice bananas, bread, water, milk, and stuff like that to have. Oh my god, this is so silly. To have Mario Kart, right? I do appreciate that they're making the games look better and run better. However, I don't think Mario Kart is $80 worth, I don't know. I just don't think it is. Personally, anyways. It's a very game-by-game basis. Like, Donkey Kong Bonanza, I believe, is what it was called. That game's only $60. Not sure how I feel about games being $60 even. I think the sweet spot for video games are like 50-40. I think that's good. And, the whole inflation argument is, I guess it's fair, but inflation isn't a thing outside of the US. So, That on top of the fact that they're region locking systems now is super heartbreaking. That's so heartbreaking. especially considering the Switch 2 was region unlocked. So it's just 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And we're back at square one. Tony Hawk's 3 and 4 was cool. I seen that and I was like, oh wait, we haven't had a Tony Hawk game in so long. That's awesome. Something else that I really like is that they're putting the GameCube games on the Nintendo Switch Online thing for the online membership holders. I thought that was awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. It's super cool. Soul Calibur 2. I'm really excited about that because Soul Calibur 2 has Link in it. And I love classic Zeldas. This may be like kind of a, not very popular opinion, but I'm not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not saying they're bad games. Not at all. But still, like, they're not my favorite Zelda games. I would much rather be playing Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, stuff like that. One of my favorite Zelda games ever is Minish Cap. And we have Minish Cap on the Nintendo Switch Online service, or for people who don't pay for that, on your Game Boy and stuff like that. And, I'd much rather play those. Yeah, it's true. Like, in Canada, I believe the price for them is, like, twice what it is in America? I think the console, the Switch 2 itself, is, like, almost $600 for Canadians. Which is crazy, by the way. I'm so sorry, Canadians. I'm so sorry. You guys have it so bad. It's so bad for you guys. And then I'm not sure how it is for like Philippines and stuff like that, but I'm sure that you guys also don't have it that great either. I know that inflation rates and stuff don't translate well to other places other than the US. So Nintendo upping their prices is not a good thing by any means. Especially considering I don't think the technological advancements that they're making are, justifiable for raising the price, Link Between Worlds is really good too. I haven't played it in so long. I should play it again at some point. The last Zelda game that I sat down and played through, like, to completion was Triforce Heroes for the 3DS. The game was fun. It was cute. I especially love seeing Cheerleader Link. So cute. Wait, so you moved from Japan to the States? You poor thing. The United States has a lot more, I would say, what's the word for it? For people who have certain diseases, it's a lot easier to live in the United States, but for, like rent and stuff, it's probably cheaper in Japan. I know Japan also has better, like, food rates and stuff like that. Their games also tend to be a bit cheaper. But living in Japan comes with its own problems. Most of which are a bit too serious to talk about in a nice lighthearted stream like this, so I won't go up for that. My favorite Zelda game, like, hands down, is Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask also just happens to be, like, my favorite video game of all time. If I had to tell you why, sorry, I hit my microphone, but if I had to tell you why, it'd be kind of hard to say why. But I think the main reason why is because Majora's Mask covers such a deep and traumatizing subject and does it so perfectly. And it's also kind of, I would consider it a horror game. Like, I played it as a child, but I don't think I'd let my child play it. At least not until they're like maybe 10 or 11. Majora's Mask is just not something that I feel like children could comprehend or should comprehend. I comprehended it as a child, but yeah, it's super dark. And I think that's one of the reasons I like it so much. I don't know. I've always been attracted to very dark themes, dark subjects. And that was part of the idea behind the channel and what I do. Part of it, anyways. Because I'm not the only one who runs this channel. But yeah. Luigi's Mansion is so funny and cute. It's hard for me to say that Luigi's Mansion is a horror game, but you know, if you're a kid, I could definitely see why it's scary. There's a lot of like horror movie references in that game, and if you're someone who's watched a lot of horror movies and you play the game again, you're like, oh wait, that's reference to that thing. Props to Nintendo for that. Have I played Twilight Princess? Yes, I have. Twilight Princess is one of my favorite Zelda games. In fact, it's peak because you get to pick up cats. One of my favorite things to do with Link was just listen to the music and pick up the cats. You can also play with the puppies, but I like picking up cats because I'm more of a cat person myself. But dogs are good too. Dogs are cute. I want to pet the Twilight Princess cats. And I guess my wife, who's also in Twilight Princess. Telma, the barkeeper. Oh, she's so pretty. Best girl. Best girl. Love her. The roof ghosts are the worst. They're so creepy. They're kind of silly and cute looking, but you know, when you're playing the game at night and you're like, oh my god, where'd you come from? And you just get like jump scared. I totally get it. Silent Hill games. Silent Hill is one of my favorite series. I have to agree with you there. My favorite Silent Hill to this day is still the original Silent Hill. I haven't played the Silent Hill 2 remake, but I've heard very good things about it. I've heard that it's very faithful to the original game. And that in most aspects it's better, which is always a good thing to hear, because I'm always kind of scared when they remake games, you know? Especially ones that I love a lot. I haven't played it yet, but I've heard it's amazing. And I'm thankful for that. I do want to play it at some point. But it's just not on my list right now. Playing the original is, though. That is coming up soon. I have quite a few games planned to play for Halloween. Like, Mii-Side is something that I'm going to be playing for Halloween. Mii-Side, probably Silent Hill is something I'm planning on. Okay, so if you want to get into Silent Hill, first of all, I need to tell you that the Silent Hill franchise is very psychological based, meaning there's a lot of trauma that goes into them, religious trauma specifically. There's a lot of religious imagery and stuff, so if you're very squeamish to gore, religious trauma, body horror, it's probably not your cup of tea. But the games are still amazing. The story especially, oh my god. I would recommend that you start with Silent Hill, like the original Silent Hill, because you can't really start with Silent Hill 2, because, at least in my opinion, you're just missing out. Now, I will say that the downside to starting on the first Silent Hill is that it's on the PlayStation 1. and the controls are a bit janky. But you can find a lot of like fan patches and stuff that will make the game a bit less janky to play. So you should start there. And if you, at the end of the day, you can't really find anything that is, suiting your taste to make Silent Hill 1 easier to play for you, then definitely try Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's a very good game. And it will summarize quite a few of the events in Silent Hill 1. And, play, I guess, so if you can't get Silent Hill 1, then play Silent Hill 2 Remake, and then watch playthroughs of Silent Hill 1, or stuff like that. No, it's okay. I totally get the not thinking before you speak kind of thing. That happens a lot in real life, where I'll just be like playing a video game, or I'm drinking water or something, and then I'll randomly think of something and say it out loud and not realize who's listening. And they're like, what the heck was that? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't do that on stream, though. Have I ever played Corpse Party? I have. I played it a little bit after PewDiePie played it on his channel, which, that was so long ago. Oh my god. Yeah, I've never played Outlast 2. I played Outlast 1, but I've never played Outlast 2, and I've heard Outlast 2 is pretty, like, unspeakable, you know? It's pretty out there. Excuse me. I've wanted to play the Outlast games on the channel, but that would also require me being equipped with kind of like sensors and stuff ahead of time, because there's quite a few things in the Outlast games that are not allowed on YouTube. Same goes with Corpse Party, actually. There's a lot of things that Corpse Party, that if I played it now, you just wouldn't be able to show quite a few of those things. I know that PewDiePie was able to do it back in the day, but that was mostly because, it was a different time. The rules on YouTube were a lot different than they were now. My favorite character... yeah, that room is, yeah. Yeah. The Strange. Outlast is a very interesting series, to say the least. Wait, PewDiePie? PewDiePie, not PewDiePie? Yandere games. Oh no. Not the Yandere games. Well, I can't sit here and say, oh no, I don't want to play Yandere games, because for Halloween I am going to be playing Meeside, and technically Meeside is a Yandere game, so yeah. The only thing I'm not looking forward to about playing Meeside is the what's it called? The mannequin part. That part always trips me up. I'm not good at it at all. PewDiePie. I'm pretty sure it's PEWDIE. PIE. You spelled it correctly, but I say PewDiePie, and it's probably PewDiePie. I don't know. He pronounced it PewDiePie. At least that's what I think, anyways. How's it go, bros? My name is Pie. That's what I remember, anyways. I haven't watched him in a while. The last I heard of, he... I'm so sorry. The last I heard from him, he had a son. Which, by the way, that's so awesome. Congratulations. Thank you, Pewds. That's awesome. I believe you pronounce his son's name as Bjorn. I think, which that name's super cool. I love that name. He honestly just can't stop winning in life. He has a beautiful wife and a beautiful child and a beautiful home. This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful home. I think the only like traditional YouTuber that's not a VTuber that I've watched recently is Markiplier. And even then, the last Markiplier video I watched was the 3 Scary Games video he did. Because I wanted to see his reaction to Meow, which I also played. But I played it before I knew that he played it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, Markiplier played this too? I want to see his reaction. And his reaction was so wholesome. Yeah, the Viking name, Bjorn. It's so cool. So sick. He's going to be a very, very strong kid. I can tell. KK Bubblegum? Aw, I love KK Bubblegum. It's so cute. Yummy, 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 That was me trying to be an Animal Crossing villager. Please rate my impression out of 10. Yes. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Good night. Take it easy. You'll definitely see me around again. I don't plan to stop streaming for a very long time. But if I do mysteriously disappear one day... Actually, I can't say that. Never mind. Thank you. Thank you. Too much wee-wee. El wee-wee? Actually, that reminds me of one short I seen where they went to a grocery store and the guy picked up this loaf of bread that had like Tom Nook on it or something, and he was like, look, they got this Animal Crossing stuff here. And then there was a cut in with another video, and that guy was like, hey yo, where do you get that? Bye. Stop procrastinating. Go drink some water and go to bed maybe soon, probably. Sleep is very important, which is why I don't get it. Oh man, you mentioned sleep, and now I'm sleepy. Oh my god. Not really sleepy, but I'm just a little bit tired. But to be fair, when am I not tired? Hello, welcome in. The point of today's stream is to make you tired. I'm kidding, it's not. But, you know, I kind of just had the lullaby music here because, you know, I thought it'd be nice background music. And it's copyright free for some reason, so yeah. If you end up falling asleep because of the stream, I'm sorry. Yeah, just wake up. That's true. Just wake up. Mythical horror? Like, mythological? I don't think I haven't. I can tell you my favorite kinds of horror videos, though. Like, my favorite kinds of horror videos are the ones where someone is, like, doing poorly edited footage from an anime or, like, a game or something, and they poorly edit it and make it look creepy. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. It's always the low budget, low editing stuff that always has so much soul. It's the intent behind it. I also kind of like to watch Blame It on Jorge sometimes. I like to watch his horror videos, stuff like that. And before he stopped doing this, because he doesn't really do it that much anymore, I like to watch Some Ordinary Gamers deep web browsing. I haven't really watched him since then, though. I kind of just stopped caring about that content, you know? Because they do drama stuff now, and it's like, that's not really my cup of tea. I don't really care about what's going on in drama spaces and stuff like that. Most of the stuff that I watch on YouTube nowadays is like VTubers, anime clips, music mixes, and then occasionally I'll watch like some kind of horror video that might show up in my YouTube feed. Now and then I might put on like Blame It on Jorge is a good example. I might put them on in the background, or some other horror YouTuber. I might put them on in the background, that type of thing. But for the most part, I use YouTube for music. And then yeah, that's it. I mostly use like social medias in general. I mostly post there, and then that's it. You know, I don't scroll through and look at other people's posts and stuff like that. I just kind of post a thing, leave, listen to music now and then, and that's about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting too old to do that kind of stuff, you know? What would I do if I was a part of a death game? You always ask the questions that get my brain working, you know? I think first of all, I would probably be dead weight. Like, let's just be upfront and center. I would be dead weight. My disadvantages are I'm older. I'm not as agile as someone younger. Not as agile as someone younger. I can't be in the sun too much or I'll burn because I'm super pale. My English is not the best. Let's see. No hablo español. No hablo inglés. Let's see, what else? I'm a nerd. and a hikikomori, so my survival instincts are probably not going to be the best. You know, that on top of like the health issue I have where I'm always cold no matter what would probably put me at a very big disadvantage in a death game. I would probably be like the second or third person to die. Because I have survival instinct, right? Like I have fight or flight like on hand. Like I can snap into fight or flight in like 2 seconds. But the problem is, right, is that the other external factors would slow me down. So I'd probably die first. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But yeah, I'm not young and spry. At least not like most VTubers. Most VTubers I know are like 19, 20, 21, stuff like that. That's not me. Unfortunately. Oh, to be young. But no, I'm a cat lady. Not a creepy cat lady, but I'm a cat lady. I only have one cat, too, so maybe I don't count. Meow meow? Meow! I can do somewhat accurate representations of animal noises, but it's kind of cringe, and my cat judges me every time I do animal noises. My cat's judgment I take very seriously. Oh, well, I guess I can also do, like, Pokemon cries as well. The anime ones, not ones from the game. Because those are, like, computer generated. The ones from the anime are made by actual people. You know, in the thumbnail, I said, this is gonna be just a small chat, you know. I didn't expect to be here for more than like 30 minutes, maybe. But no, I've just been, like, I've been in here for 2 hours now. I really appreciate that, by the way. It's super cool to have a chatting stream that's longer than an hour. The turn up to the stream was also really good. I'm super appreciative of you guys. Thank you. I love you guys so much. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I know I will the day after. I have to clean the house and stuff tomorrow. You know, it's my off day, so I have to do a bunch of stuff. Gotta catch up on things that I can't do while streaming. I don't know. Unless you guys want to see me, you know, do like a vacuum stream. It's a vacuuming on stream. You used to have an orange cat? Aw. Orange cats are some of the best. I love orange cats. And I'm not just saying that because I have orange hair. I'm also not biased because I currently have an orange cat. I just like cats, no matter what color they are. Meow meow. Any real meow meows in chat? Can I get meows in chat? Bless. We bow down to our cat overlords. At least I know I do. I love Monster Hunter. I've recently gotten back into Monster Hunter pretty hard, and the reason is Palicos. I love Palicos so much. The Palicos are so cute. I love them. Did you just pss at me? I mean, you got my attention, so I guess it worked. I'm not a cat. I just have a short attention span. You know, it's very silly. My cat, she doesn't react to pss, pss, pss. She doesn't. It's so strange. I wish she did, but she doesn't. She also doesn't, like, come to me when I say, come here. She doesn't do that either. She's really defiant. I hate to say this. I hate to use this word, but it describes her perfectly. She's tsundere. She's a tsundere. She really likes me and comes to me when I feed her, though. So, I must be doing something right. I'm winning. Micro win, but it's a win. Kitty let me pet her when she eats food. It's good. My life is complete when I get to pet Kitty. Kitty? Good. I think it was you, Mitsu, I think. You said that in the other stream, you wish that I would draw myself more often. Well, you would be happy to know that I'm drawing myself right now. Probably gonna take a bit. But the whole time I was talking and just, rambling about random things, I've been drawing. So you're gonna see a drawing of me, and I'm going to use it in a future thumbnail. And I want to start drawing my own thumbnails again. When I started out my channel, like my first few streams, I drew the art for them myself. Why did I use plural myself? I'm weird. Anyways, yeah, I used to draw all of my thumbnails myself instead of using a 3D model. But nowadays, I've just been using my 3D model more often. But I want to start drawing them more, so I gotta draw myself more often, like super often. I also want to start using more fan art as thumbnails. I don't have the fan art yet, but when I do, I will start using it as my thumbnails. It's just the cute little things that help me contribute back to my community. I like to do that. Are we singing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme now? It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's from inside. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Just awakened a memory that was buried deep inside my mind. Mickey Mouse. I haven't really watched any children's programming recently. Mouseketool. I remember the Mouseketool. Wait, actually, now that we're talking about really old cartoons, do you guys remember Roly Poly Oly? It's Roly Poly Oly. Man, what happened? What happened to children's programming? I think the most recent children's programming that I've watched recently that's new is Bluey, and that's because it's actually not that bad. It's enjoyable. I watched it with some kids that I was babysitting, and it was pretty enjoyable. Which, by the way, when I was watching it with the kids that I babysat, babysitting is one of my favorite things to do. I love kids. Um, you know, it's part of the reason why I want to have my own at some point. But, so I was watching with some kids I was babysitting, and I was looking at a certain scene. I think it was like with a cradle or something, and there was a plushie. There's a bunch of plushies on the ground, and I seen Sans from Undertale. I'm like, what the heck? Why is Sans there? Why are Fire Emblem characters there? I was so confused. It's like, wait a minute. What are these show producers doing? Who are these people? Arthur theme song. Every day when you're walking down the street, every corner that you see has a beautiful one to read. And I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful time today. We can learn to love and play and get along with each other. But Chip and Dale's is also good. One of my favorite characters when I was younger was Gidget, the mouse. She was cute. It was awesome. They really don't make stuff like they used to anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm a boomer for saying that. I don't know. I'm just old. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not old, actually. Not at all. But I do feel old. Especially when I talk about, like, cartoons from when I was younger. It makes me feel old. I'm a wizard, Harry. Yeah, I might be a wizard at this point. Or what do they call female wizards? Or is there not a specific name? A witch, I guess? Or is a male witch a warlock? I don't know. Yeah. I might be a witch or something. I don't know. Actually, if we're going by my VTuber lore, I'm a priestess. I keep evil spirits at bay. So, maybe? It's open to interpretation. If you think I'm a witch, then I am a witch. Just don't burn me at a stake, please. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably would have been in Hufflepuff anyway. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I don't know too much about Harry Potter. So, yeah. I can't just, like, assign you to a house or anything like that. I know very little. The only thing I know about Harry Potter is what I read in the books when I was in elementary school. Speaking of books, I don't really talk about books much on the channel, but my favorite book is Inkheart. I don't know if anyone else knows what Inkheart is, but it's a good book. Now I need to find a copy of Inkheart. I wonder how much a paperback copy is. I'll Google it right now. The first time they made a movie of Inkheart? Wow. Wait, what are the ratings? Oh, it looks like the movie wasn't that great. Huh. Oh, interesting. Inkheart was one of my favorite books, and the Bridge to Terabithia was also really good. The Bridge to Terabithia, what a nice book. I don't really read actual books. Nowadays, I read more like comic books and manga. I have... Wait a minute. I have one copy of a Spy Family volume, and then I have the Nightmare Before Christmas official graphic novel. I have that, and then... What is the other one? Because I had 3. I don't remember what the third one was. But yeah, I want to get more manga too. I also just kind of want to get a lot of older stuff. I have so much stuff that I need to get, you know? But I can't. Because it's kind of expensive. Wait, no! I also have a copy of the Majora's Mask manga. I love the art style of it. It's one of my prized possessions. Ever since I moved to a new place, I still kind of don't have everything set up. I need to set my figures up and stuff, but kind of don't have a shelf or anything to put them on right at the moment. I want to kind of display my manga, like in between all of my books. I like Majora's Mask. Can you tell? When is my birthday? The 1st of August. The Song of Healing is a very good song, yeah. It's one of the best Zelda songs. But nothing will ever beat the final phase Majora's Mask boss music. I'm kidding. That one is good too. It's kind of scary though. Which, oh my god, speaking of Majora's Mask, the final boss in Majora's Mask is horrifying. Is my birthday soon? Maybe like 3 months-ish? I'm bad at math. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really ever have huge plans for my birthday. So maybe I'll be streaming on my birthday. That'd be so cute. Hopefully I'll have a lot of free time on my birthday so I can stream on my birthday. Birthday stream, that'd be so awesome. I hope I can do a birthday stream. Nothing's set in stone yet because I'm not quite sure of my schedule and how that's going to look because that's pretty far in the future, you know? But hopefully I'll be able to stream. If I don't, I'll at least be able to stream the day after, you know? Mm. Oh my god, you mentioned Yokai Watch. I need to play Yokai Watch games. I might play one for Halloween. Depends on how it goes. Hmm. I'll have to think about that. I'm gonna have to bust out my 3DS for this one. Sorry for the yawn. Well, I'm getting quite tired. I'm gonna hop off, do a few things, drink some water, brush my teeth, you know, all that good stuff, and then try to head to sleep. Because it's almost 12 a.m. for me. Well, thank you guys for showing up, even though it's probably late for quite a few of you. I love you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!